Okay, we're ready. I'm on mile about 267. 2 or 367. Okay, I forgot the first number and I just looked at gut hooks. Anyway, I'm up by Wrightwood. Hold on. Let's take the buff off. Oh, that's some good looking hair. Look at that. Wow, that's elevation is what that is. I should make this the thumbnail for the whole video. Okay, well, I'll just stand up like this. Oh man, this is, wow, that's some ugly hair. You can just spend the rest of this video just listening to me bitch about my hair. Or I can get to the point. That's really something. This is what happens when you wear a buff for the whole hike. It does evil things to your hair. How's that? Anyway, I would rather have my hair not be so horrible. Anyway, hi. I'm up on the PCT. It's August something, 2nd or 3rd. Okay, so I forgot the date too. I'm getting senile in my old age. Anyway, I'm trying to open a snack and there are a million flies who also want the snack. Aha! Little gummies, a couple gummies for myself to eat. So, I'm taking a little hike today. Clearly, I'm taking my time talking. I can't eat these while I'm talking. Got a couple little oranges too. Got a Snickers bar. I'm doing well. But I wanted to take a little hike and talk to you about what's going on with me right now. I'm chewing. I didn't want to take a long hike because it's very hot in Southern California right now. I was originally going to hike down by Idlewild, but then they caught fire. Excuse me, and then I was gonna hike down by San Gorgonio, and they caught fire. So far, Wrightwood isn't burning. Let's keep it that way. Anyway, you might have noticed that the lead-in to this section of the video is a little different. Normally, I'll just gab and gab and gab. But unfortunately, I hate to say this, but the selfie stick that I have had since my first time on the PCT is no longer with us. I don't know if it's dead or gone. I just know I don't know where it is. I lost it. So instead, bless you. So instead, I took my tripod today, and I thought I would sit here at this little camping ground and talk, which is what I'm doing. Anyway, so what's going on with me? I got a lot of stuff planned on this channel, and the reaction so far to some of the videos that I've had has been, let's say, less than stellar. I know there's a lot of people who come here who stop by this YouTube channel just to watch the hiking videos, and I appreciate it, I really do. But there's a whole lot more to me than that. So there will still be other things on this channel, other wild and crazy things. And I'm here to tell you about a few of them right now. First of all, I've got a new book out, so of course, gotta plug that. Let's bring it on up right over here, maybe. Bring it here, maybe. The book's called Maxed Edge in the Time of the Uniborg. And it's the first book in a series I'm calling The Breakthrough. It's a sci-fi fantasy series. It's gonna be about 6 books long, maybe. And all I can tell you is it's a lot of fun. If you want to read a book that is just bare knuckle fun, read Maxed Edge in the Time of the Uniborg. And all of its sequels. You won't be sorry. So that's coming out in ebook. It's actually already out in ebook, anywhere you get ebooks from, and how I bit my lip, and will soon come out in paperback. Max Edge and The Breakthrough, the whole series, will not be coming out in audiobook. Great, now I got B's. Will not be coming out in audiobook, but I do have some audio productions. Big B just flew by. I do have some audio productions that are coming. Got a couple surprises on the way. This is so unpleasant. I've got some surprises on the way, coming soon. And towards the end of this year, you will see the sequel to Heaven Enough finally arriving. It's called Heaven Denied, and I wish I had a cover to show you, but be patient. That's towards the end of this year. But between now and then, even more fun. Towards the end of this month, I was here just about a year ago, by the way, and it was cold and stormy. Now it's just hot. But in a couple weeks, I'll be taking another road trip like the one I took last year. It won't be the last road trip. Clearly, the last road trip wasn't the last road trip. So this will just be called something like Road Trippin' or some weird name like that. I'm heading up the 395, going up to Washington to visit my brother and his family, and then I'll be taking the 101 all the way back, and you'll be with me on the road up and on the road back, and I hope you enjoy it. There will be a hike in there somewhere, and I'll be stopping by some really cool places, so you're going to want to check that out. And then I have hiking plans. Yes, I do. But before I get to that, let me talk about the PCT 2018, this year. I haven't said this officially on any of my videos yet, and I want to apologize to my viewers because I kind of feel like I shortchanged you this year. There was the whole build-up, the lead-up to the PCT, and then I didn't go. And all the bees are gone. That's amazing. I didn't go. My attitude was just all wrong. It just didn't feel right. And I had to make a judgment, and I thought better to wait a bit and build up the anticipation just for myself. Just to help, I don't know how to say it. Just to get me a little more motivated and to help improve my attitude a little bit. My sleeping problems, the flies are back. My sleeping problems are just about kicked. I've picked up an air mattress, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. If you can't sleep, get an air mattress. I'm telling you. Anyway, now there's a bug on my glasses. Anyway, so I'll be doing a little bit of hiking, but I am not going to, I'm not going to preface it as a PCT preparation as I've been doing, because I feel like that's kind of cheating you if it turns out I don't go. I want you to know I really want to go next year. I am so excited about going next year. This year I was hedging, and I was just not doing well. I was like, how can I do this with the minimal effort and get away with... That's not how you do anything. You shouldn't do anything like that, especially something that takes a lot of commitment like the PCT, and I knew that, which is why I didn't go. And now my heart is racing at the very thought of going. So yeah, my plan is to go back to Campo. My plan is not to start at the terminus, but to get off the bus and get onto the trail right near the stop, which is, I think, mile 3. So you'll be seeing all that if things go as planned, and I hope they do. If they don't, I got quite a few hiking ideas for overnights and for backpacking trips between now and then, depending on the weather, because if you're not aware, right now California is bone dry. We had a really rainy year last year, and then this year all the heat just sucked it all out of us. So a lot of the water sources in Southern California ain't so good, and so depending on where we're at as we get closer to winter, that'll determine a lot of the trips that I take. So I ask you to stay tuned, stick with me, and I want to thank you all for your support. A lot of you have been just really great, especially the PCT folk who stopped by. You know, you guys are superheroes. I'm just some schmuck who can't seem to get things together, so I really appreciate it. One more thing. So I'm going to be dropping the world's worst backpacker. I'm divorcing myself from that name. It served me really well when I first started, but you know what? I don't think it's quite appropriate anymore. I don't think I'm the world's worst anymore. I mean, I suck, but I did that. I used that name. I came up with it partially to diffuse the trolls on YouTube. Now, the trolls came anyway, and they didn't quite seem to get that I was in on the joke. People posting things like, haha, you can't hike. Yeah, that's why I called myself that. So, I've decided that I've kind of outgrown the world's worst backpacker, and I'm moving on just as Ken from here on in, and we'll see what, sorry, there's a fly right there. We'll see what trail name happens in the future. But that's it for me up here in the woods near Wrightwood. It's getting warm. It's getting warm up here, so I'm gonna start heading down. And I'll see you soon. And there you have it. You've just survived another Ken LaSalle video. For more information about new releases, projects in the works, or even stuff from the archives, head on down to kenlasalle.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and all around social media, just as long as it's called Facebook or Twitter. Thanks for your support, as always. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll be back soon with more nonsense.